You ever hear a story that makes you go, there's no way someone actually did that? Well, buckle up, because this one happened at Hercílio Luz International Airport in Brazil, and it's gonna make your blood boil and your heart melt at the same time. A man, let's just call him the worst travel companion of 2024, was caught abandoning his 3-month-old puppy at the airport because the airline wouldn't let him bring it on the plane. Yep. Instead of rescheduling, rebooking, or literally asking anyone for help, this guy chose to leave his dog between 2 parked cars like a forgotten suitcase. And here's the kicker, it was all caught on camera. Security footage shows him walking calmly through the parking lot, carrier in hand. He sets it down, looks around, and then walks away. No hesitation, no glance back, just pure I'm done here energy. Meanwhile, inside that carrier, a tiny 3-month-old puppy, scared, confused, probably wondering where its human went. And honestly, if your heart didn't just crack a little, check your Wi-Fi connection because your empathy might be buffering. But here's where karma enters the chat. Airport staff spotted the carrier and immediately realized something was off. They called security, then local authorities, and soon, the story spread faster than airport Wi-Fi during a layover. By the time the man boarded his flight to Brasilia, the federal police were already waiting. As soon as the plane landed, officers marched on board and arrested him mid-flight. Passengers must have been like, "What's happening?" And someone probably whispered, "Oh, that's the guy who ditched his puppy." Instantly, everyone hated him more than the guy who reclines his seat during dinner service. When questioned, the man confessed. He said he'd sold all his family's belongings to fly home to Manaus, and when the airline refused to let him take his dog on board, he just left it. That's not just irresponsible, that's cinematic level villain behavior. Because let's be real, if you can plan an entire cross-country trip, you can plan for your dog. Brazilian law takes this seriously, by the way. Animal cruelty can land you up to 5 years in prison, plus fines, and a ban on owning animals again. So yes, there's justice even if it arrives on a connecting flight. And now, the best part, the puppy's plot twist. Airport staff didn't just find it, they took care of it, fed it, cleaned it, got it medical attention, and then one of them adopted it. Yeah, from abandoned to adored, from being left between 2 cars to being carried home in loving arms. If that's not a redemption arc, I don't know what is. Now, before we close this boarding gate of emotions, there's a deeper story here. This isn't just about one cruel act. It's about how animals pay for human decisions. Because this kind of story isn't rare. Just days before this, in the UK, a dog named Spud was found abandoned in his crate, left with a note saying, "I tried to rehome him, but I couldn't." At least that owner showed remorse. They left food, a message, and guilt. But the man in Brazil, he left nothing, not even a chance for the dog to find him again. And yet the one left behind still found love. That's the kind of poetic justice life rarely delivers, but when it does, it hits hard. So, what's the takeaway? You can tell a lot about a person by how they treat something that can't fight back. Because love isn't measured by convenience, it's proven by commitment. And when it comes to pets, they'll forgive you for anything, except leaving them behind. If this story made you tear up or clench your jaw at least once, hit that like button not for me, but for the puppy who got his happy ending. Subscribe for more stories that remind us what humanity can be: the good, the bad, and the shockingly stupid. And tell me in the comments, if you found an abandoned pet at the airport, would you walk away or would you take it home? Because one person did, and that simple act of kindness changed a life forever.